Ladies and gentlemen, Jeff Herrick coming to you from Green Industrial here, live in Belgium, Wisconsin. Today, what are we looking at? We've actually had this machine on our website for a couple of months. This thing here has been advertised as a 230 kW Cummins KTA19GC single-phase genset. And that's what it was designed and packaged to do from Cummins. It was bought and purchased from a facility that never went live, and we ended up buying it and purchasing it from that facility as a new surplus machine. 0-hour machine. So we've been advertising it as a single phase. Little did we know, we did a little bit of research. The gen end itself from Stamford was a 12-lead gen end. We just got off the phone with Stamford. They're currently printing us a new tag for a 480Y 277 star configuration, which is going to make this sucker a 3-phase. How awesome is that? So we're looking at a new surplus Cummins KTA19GC 3-phase 480Y 277 genset. From a kW standpoint, we're not 100% sure yet. I think it's going to come in at a rating around 275 kW. Could be as high as 300. We're going to let Cummins figure that out. Cummins is actually going to come out here and likely do the power command controller software configuration change, maybe some new CTs. We're going to have to update the breaker. There's really not much else you could get in a package. If you're going to look for a new surplus or a factory new genset from Cummins and a KTA19 like this is what you want, folks. So again, if you're looking for somewhere around 300 kW, 3-phase 480 volt, and an awesome brand with a great engine model behind it, a KTA19, look no further. This really is the full package. As it's set up right now, and again, I don't know how it's going to go out the door, but it has 3 breakers in it. It has a main and it has 2 auxiliaries, so you could split it and send it to 2 different panels. Currently, the way it's set up, it has a 1200 amp square D master pack, electronic trip breaker. All the breakers in here are amazing. The 2 smaller ones, I think, are 800 amps a piece. I believe they're 600 volt breakers, so there's a very good chance that we're going to be using the same breakers on the secondary side, but the main breaker will probably have to get switched from an amperage standpoint. That we won't do here in-house. There's a unit-mounted battery charger in here. The enclosure is sound attenuated. Again, it's a new surplus machine. This isn't factory new from Cummins. It's just a machine that was built per spec for a job, never went live. What do you do with it now? That's where Green Industrial comes in. We purchased the entire package and it is now here. So it was still made in 2013. It's 2019 now. Again, we just ran it here to cycle and keep everything rolling, keep it fresh, but it is a 0-hour machine basically, sitting here in Wisconsin. We're about 30 minutes north of Milwaukee. So, man, we're so in love with this one here. If there's any other questions you folks have, you can always get a hold of us at the office. One other little perk here is a lot of the newer machines like this, folks, have the mufflers and everything built right into the enclosure. Secondly here, we had this thing originally packaged with a load bank and a transfer switch, an automatic transfer switch from Cummins, again with a 1200 amp service entrance rated main circuit breaker in it. Just an amazing piece of equipment. Now that it's going to be 480 volt, likely that's not going to be the case because the load bank is a single phase load bank and that transfer switch is going to be too many amps from a voltage standpoint now. So this thing here, we could package it with a different used transfer switch, possibly quote you a new ASCO transfer switch, and we could always get you a load bank if that's the case, but rarely do we sell them anyways. So it's basically going to be set right now as a Cummins KTA19GC engine, somewhere around a 300 kW, likely in the 275 kW range, continuous rated, not standby, not prime, so that's amazing, with a main service breaker and likely 2 auxiliary breakers if we can keep them in here after the configuration swap. So if you folks have questions, please give us a shout here at the office. We're in Belgium, Wisconsin, just north of Milwaukee, south of Sheboygan. We could run this machine here for you on site if you wanted to come take a look at it, and also very possibly load bank it if our gas pressure is enough to run it. I know we can run it, I just don't know how much of a load we could put at it with our bank. But hey, we have nothing to hide. Come see us here in Wisconsin. Get on our website at gibuys.com if you have any questions, or you could always call us here at the office, 262-476-5045. And as always, folks, save thousands and buy from Green Industrial today.